Hi, my name is Stephen Richardville. This is Advanced Statistics Fall 2023. We are in week 6, and we're going to be doing a repeated measures ANOVA test for attitude versus chocolate eating. So these, the folks in this survey ate a bar of chocolate. 5 minutes later, they took a test for their attitude on a scale of 0 to 100, an hour later and 4 hours later. So we have the initial data from how they felt on a scale of 0 to 100 to start, then 5 minutes after the chocolate bar was eaten, 1 hour, and then 4 hours. So we're going to do a repeated measures ANOVA for week 6. So let's go to our data. Here's our data. You can see the 23 students that were in the, or folks that were in this survey. There's their attitudes on a scale of 0 to 100, and attitude 1 after 5 minutes after eating the bar, attitude 2 an hour later, attitude 3 4 hours later. We need to go to analyze. We need to go to general linear model and repeated measures. We are going to change our factor name to attitude because that's what we're working on. And we're going to look at 4 levels. We need to go ahead and define these levels. We're going to define attitude 0. Our initial condition is 1, 1 as 2, 2 as 3, and 3 as 4. We need to go over here and look at the EM means, and we're looking at attitude. We want to display the means for attitude. We're going to compare the main effects. Now we're going to go to options. We want descriptive statistics for this stuff. And we're going to run this analysis and talk about the data. Okay, so here's our means. You can see attitude 0, initial attitude was around a 76, but it bumps up to 80, almost 84, 5 minutes after eating the chocolate bar. Then down to 79, then down to 78. So the question is there a significant difference between that initial mean, 76.57, and the 83.87, 5 minutes after eating the chocolate bar? And then what happens? Well, let's go down to Mauchly test of sphericity. This significance of greater than 0.05 means that we've met the conditions for the Mauchly's test of sphericity. Also, we can note the chi-square of 3.114 and the degrees of freedom of 5. But this significance value of greater than 0.05 means we're in good shape. If we move on down, we can again see the means, as we've already talked about, but we want to make sure, we want to check to see if there's a significant difference in those means. Okay, that's the pairwise comparisons that we're looking at right now. If you look at attitude 1 versus 2, this significance of less than 0.001 means there is a significant difference between the initial attitude and the attitude 5 minutes after eating the chocolate bar. There is a significant difference. I can even see here between 1 and 3, this significance of 0.1147. This tells me there is not a significant difference between the attitude initially and the attitude an hour after the chocolate bar is eaten. Or between 1 and 4, 0.399, certainly not a significant difference. So there is a significant difference between when I first eat the bar and the attitude 5 minutes later. Absolutely. But as compared to my initial condition, an hour later, there is not a significant difference. So there was at first, but there is not. The great thing about this test is it also allows me to see, like, well, what about as my attitude kind of comes back down between 2 and 3, is there a significant difference? There actually is. So it shows me that between 2 and 3, I'm kind of falling off. That mean value, again, goes from 0 to 1, that was a significant increase. It's also a significant increase going from 1 to 2, from 5 minutes later to 1 hour as I fall back off. It is not significant, though, going from 3 to 4, from 1 hour to 4 hours. So first significant jump from my initial to 5 minutes later, then it actually falls off significantly as I go from attitude 1 to 2. And I can see that right here going from attitude 1 is actually this guy here because of our initial condition. So this is 2 to 3, and I'm going, that is a significant drop off. But the only significant increase in feeling is between the first 5 minutes, and then it tapers off. And we kind of maybe have predicted that, but we can definitely see it by the repeated measures ANOVA. This is a great tool, and hopefully this is how we're using it. Okay, so take care. God bless.